Magellan the explorer is dead.
The remnants of his fleet have fled across the open ocean, desperately sailing west to complete history's first circumnavigation. On the shores of Mactan, the immediate threat has vanished. But for our scout ranger, whose call sign is Horizon Actual, this victory on the sand is merely a tactical prologue.
SITREP. Prologue secured. Warning.
That the
44-year countdown
of the Philippines does not begin today, but 44 years in the future, when a massive, heavily armed Spanish armada under Miguel Lopez de Legazpi returns to finish what Magellan started.
Santiago! Victory!
The Ranger stands over a hall of captured 16th century Spanish technology. He knows the brutal math of attrition. He has his service rifle and a highly limited supply of 5.56mm ammunition. In this era, there is no resupply. Every round fired is a step closer to losing his modern advantage. To ensure that his legacy endures upon a 44-year return of Spanish ambition, he must move from tactical action to strategic engineering. Their legend would not just be from winning a single victory. It would come from unifying the archipelago and preventing 333 years of Spanish colonization.
To build a self-sustaining defense force, Horizon Actual needs more than brave warriors. He needs the better weapons and tactics.
The objective is clear. Remember the lessons. Push up. Lower. Maintain the line. Lower. Good.
Keep pushing! Tonight we secure the log and move to the swamp!
He forces the warriors through grueling land navigation drills across the trackless rainforest.
We must wait for the signal. Ready. Hold. Hold still. Blend with the trunk. Perfect. Just a little more coverage. I see it.
Historically, pre-colonial Filipinos were exceptionally capable metalsmiths, but their primary medium was bronze. While they produced excellent bronze lanticas and lethal hand-forged kampala swords, the high-grade steel required for reliable firearm barrels, gas ports, and precision trigger springs is a completely different undertaking. The Ranger's military tablet holds the Holy Grail blueprints, the precise engineering schematics of NATO standard firearms. He understands the mechanics of gas piston timing, barrel rifling, and bolt lockup. But in 1521, high-level steel production is virtually non-existent in the archipelago. Bronze cannons are heavy and wear out quickly under sustained pressure. To bridge the gap between 16th century craft and 21st century science, the Ranger cannot rely on Mactan alone. he must establish a regional trade and resource extraction network. The ranger leverages a pre-existing Visayan tradition, pangangayao, the annual maritime raiding expeditions undertaken by communities for wealth, prestige, and captives. Historically, Chinese government records as early as the 12th century documented fearsome raiders along the Fujian coast, known in Chinese records as the Pishoye, widely believed by historians to be ancestral Visayan warriors. In this timeline, Horizon Actual redirects this aggressive maritime capability. He shifts the objective of pangangayao from gold and prestige to strategic resource extraction. He targets the coastal foundries of South China to secure raw, high-grade steel. Simultaneously, he leverages the Lucos network, the elite merchant warriors of Luzon, who dominate international maritime trade, to import high-carbon Japanese katanas. These imported swords are not meant for the battlefield. Under the Ranger's technical guidance, the high-tension, spring-tempered steel of the katanas is carefully repurposed. It provides the raw material needed to manufacture trigger springs, firing pins, and internal mechanical assemblies, allowing the local smiths to bypass centuries of metallurgical trial and error. Unifying the archipelago requires more than raw steel. It requires human capital. The Ranger sends envoys to the advanced river civilizations of Tondo and Manila, wealthy, fortified harbor principalities with long-established casting foundries and master blacksmiths. Initially, the Ranger tries to enforce what he knows, a centralized, bureaucratic military hierarchy. He drafts rigid chains of command, strict ranks, and top-down logistical pipelines. But he quickly hits a cultural wall. In pre-colonial Philippine society, leadership is not an institutional entitlement. It is a fluid negotiation of prowess, proven physical, spiritual, and tactical capability. Datus do not obey a centralized state. They align with Men of Prowess, who generate mutual benefit and honor. To keep the 44-year countdown on track, the Ranger adapts to local sociological realities. He integrates his tactical goals with the core pillars of early Filipino culture, pakikisama, the deep pursuit of mutual harmony, and utang na loob, the sacred, reciprocal debt of gratitude. He respects their ancestral, consultative decision-making processes. When strategic movements must be planned, he calls a pulong, the traditional assembly of warriors, to secure collective consensus. By grounding modern military logistics in their timeless core value of kapwa, shared identity and collective togetherness, the Ranger transforms a collection of fragmented, independent polities into a unified, highly synchronized defense network. By resolving the metallurgy bottleneck and anchoring modern logistics within traditional cultural values, Horizon Actual has achieved something far greater than a military victory. He has established a self-sustaining proto-industrial defense force. He does not waste his finite 21st century ammunition. He saves his modern rifle as an ultimate tool of deterrence. His true weapon is the Mactan workshop, a center of precision engineering that has effectively leapfrogged 5 centuries of military technology. As news of these thundersticks that never miss spreads across the seas, neighboring Datus no longer look to Mactan as a rival chiefdom. They see it as a shield. In this timeline, the seeds of a unified, technologically fortified nation are planted 40 years before the Spanish ever attempt to return. This has been a Tactical Situation Report from Philippine Re-Horizon. If you want to see how this newly industrialized coalition faces the first territorial threats from regional empires, hit the subscribe button and join our community. If you were the Scout Ranger, would you prioritize the mass production of long-range rifled muskets for coastal defense, or would you focus on forging high-tension steel blades to maintain the advantage in close-quarters jungle warfare? Let us know your tactical reasoning below.